I must spoke about it, talked about it a little bit. As soon as the big rains come now we're making a big thing out of it, but trust me, the first big rains, proper rains, is a very, very exciting time in the bush in terms of just how the habitat changes, the general feel, everything's excited. You can see animals running around and jumping around, and that goes for us as well. We also get influenced by it in a positive way. But it's going to make an amazing thing for the walks, because suddenly all of this that we're looking at now that's been brown and beige for the last 4 or 5 months will go very green, vibrant, but also lots of flowers, lots of different plants, lots of different insects. The general life is just so much. Here's a little emerald spotted dove calling. I can hear a honey guide. There's so much more sound already. And that'll make the walks also very, very interesting. You can sit at a place like this and there'll be lots of little things going on. The warthog hole here. You won't be able to see it. It's not used anymore. Well, maybe a little bit. Still a little bit active maybe. Hasn't been used in the last few days, but basically straight back towards you, just into the termite mound. There's a nice tunnel. Early mornings you'll see warthogs here sometimes. Early mornings before it gets, just as it gets light, they normally leave the holes unless it's cold or rainy. If it's a rainy day, then they tend to stick around. We'll walk back towards the dam a little bit until signal's good again, and we'll see what we can do around that area. If you just want to head back, I'm just going to walk around this side. I have a question for you, Herman. You'll have to come close. We'll still get Herman full of sound as well. At the moment it's difficult to hear. Let's have a look at this. This is a little branch. See, typically, well, guys, welcome back. We've got signal again. And we're going to find another buffalo thorn. That little tree I wanted to show you, unfortunately signal wasn't quite working there. We'll find another one just now. There's a little bit of a drizzliness as well. Can you see it on the lens, Herman? Like a misty rain. It's not quite rain yet. It's just sort of a little bit of small drops of water in the air. Just look at all the bits of summer coming out. Small signs, but more and more green around us. There's all new leaves that would have opened in the last few days. This is a russet bush willow. Actually one of the trees that is one of its main uses, or one of its main things you'll always hear about, is they're very, very good for making walking sticks. You get a nice straight branch. It's a very strong branch, good quality walking sticks. I'll make one at some stage. Yeah, I see there. Hopefully it's not, doesn't look like it should get heavy enough for us to run just yet. Should be able to walk a bit more. Herman. Here's another example of elephants being active. You see this bark has been stripped off. This is a while back. I would guess at least a week, maybe even more. 10 days even looking at the bark. These long strips from the acacia. Obviously that's the good eating. Elephants like eating that. I've mentioned this many times. Obviously this time of year when things are drier, they eat more of it. There you can actually see a nice long tusk mark. The elephant would have pushed his tusk in here and just slid it up the bark, up the wooden part, stripping the bark off. Now this luckily won't kill this tree. It's got still half its bark left. All the bark on this other side is still remaining. So there's still that connection between the roots and the leaves essentially. So this tree will still survive. Excuse me. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Sneezing is a funny thing. Gonna make it up there, Herman? You can walk down and... Oh, you're not gonna make it. Hey, you're right. You sure? Yeah. You might want to go back down rather. You're right. Cool. Just wanted to basically have a jump up here. I like jumping up on things and have a look around. It's nice to see signals a bit better. We can go a bit further ground. I'm quite tempted to climb something just to have a look around. We didn't see any elephant this morning. I know the game drivers, while Charles and them were looking around for ellies. So it seems they've just moved a little bit. Maybe in the next day or two we'll see more elephants around again. But it's not much longer that we'll really have this nice benefit of being able to see quite far. I mean, at the moment, even just standing this, we're 4 foot off the ground. You can see quite a bit further even while we're walking. But within the next few weeks, when everything gets really lush, your visibility goes down to really your immediate environment again. Makes walking very exciting because you could come around a bush and there's something. At the moment, to really bump into something is not that likely. There's not that many hiding places. But come summertime, it's very, very thick. And then also spotting things high up. It's still obviously a better point to look from, but it's sometimes a bit harder to spot. Not sometimes, always harder to spot stuff. Let's check that tree out. All right. The first jump with camera. Nice one, Herman. I'm going to have a tree. We haven't climbed this one before. See if we can maybe spot anything. Like a snake that lives in the hole. Always fun climbing trees. I must admit, part of the reason why I do this is it's just good old fun. We'll still a tree that we can climb with Herman as well. It does make a nice difference to the view. Suddenly you can see the horizon all around you. And even though you might not necessarily be able to spot an elephant or something, just the perspective change alone is always worth it. Oh, these trees are budding, but they need some rain. A lot of these leaves are coming out, but they're not quite flushing the way they. And if you can see this, all right, a little bit far.